I kind of had a question.
Go for it.
For the people that have experience, if y'all have talking stages. Sorry, Kyla.
It's y'all people.
This is a conversation that you could pitch in on.
Okay.
What do you feel about leading people on and being led on?
I think it's sick. I could talk about this for a long time, but I think my biggest thing is karma. We talked about this like briefly when we were trying to figure out the topic, and I'm like, hey, karma is real, bro. What you do to somebody else is gonna come back to you and nip you in your butt 10 times stronger. Simple. But I will not lie. Back in my old days when I was about some old ways, I did. Kyla, are you all right? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What's going on? Is everything okay?
I got mascara in my eye. I just don't know.
Oh gosh. Back in the day, I used to do it and had no issue with it, and I think that's why nothing works out for me now, because I used to hurt people's feelings and didn't care at all. I just recently started getting my life together and was like, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Maybe you should not talk to me. And even still, like, I don't know. It's just really bad. I do not suggest it. Negative 12 out of 10. Don't do that. You wouldn't want nobody to do it to you, especially if you feel like you really like this person. They turn around and be like, bye. Like, that's not cute. It's not cute at all. And I promise, like, I can't stress this enough. It's gonna come back to you. Kyla, are you okay over there?
You just got to like the definition of projecting. Like that's what that like textbook definition. That's what that was.
Maybe not that. I was just saying, I don't do that no more. I left that life alone. I'm just trying to help other people. Please don't do that to nobody. Go ahead, Wes.
I would just like to say, I have had personal experience. I'm about to get real. I'm gonna tell a little story time here. When I was in like 7th grade, I know that's kind of young, I guess, but there was this one boy who I liked, but like he had a girlfriend. That's a long story. I'm not getting into that part. But
Wasila used to be a homewrecker, everybody.
No, it wasn't. Okay, so yeah, it was a whole thing where if somebody had said something, and he said something along the lines of, if you were trying to do this, this, and that, then it's true. And he was like, well, I like you, da 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 da. And I was like, wait a minute, what you mean? You know? So fast forward a little bit, we started actually like talking or whatever. And back to like my love styles or whatever, I kind of like put up like, what are those called? Rose-colored glasses or whatever. And like, I kind of turned a blind eye to everything that was just wrong. All the red flags was just not there.
Also, I was on Twitter, and apparently it's ableist to use the term blind eye.
Really? That's crazy. So what? I just said I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I couldn't. I ignored. Yeah, I couldn't see. I ignored all of the signs, and yeah, it was just a hot mess. And then to find out, this dude only said that he liked me as a prank.
It's given the film that we watched today.
I was so very hurt. From that moment on. I kind of just was like, dang, nobody like. Well, I already had this like idea that people don't like me for real, and blah blah blah. Like boys don't like me. I'm not appealing to the eye. I'm not the beauty standard. Blah blah blah.
Familiar.
I had a lot of self-esteem issues. Still kind of dealing with that or whatever. But it was it really messed me up. I guess like it was like moving forward. For real, or they're playing you, or they're just trying to, you know, play you in a situation, and I just don't. Yeah, go ahead, Jada.
So I can 95% relate to that. I went to a Catholic middle school, and I was the only Black child in the whole school. So of course, by the time I made it to 8th grade, I definitely had self-esteem issues because I was not the beauty standard of anybody around me. Like, it didn't matter what other people thought, what I thought about me, because, hello, she pretty. But that didn't matter because I just was not the beauty standard of the people around me. And so I definitely felt like anytime anybody had anything to say to me in a lovey, I guess, I like you kind of way, I always just brushed it off and I didn't even think about it as real. And that may be why dating has taken me so long, because any advance that I have ever gotten, I've always just been like, well, in most cases, not in a couple, but in most cases, I've definitely been like, you're yanking my cord here, so I'm not even gonna entertain it.
I don't know. I feel bad because I have recently. This is bad. I probably should not confess to this, but I have recently led somebody on, and I feel bad about it.
And
It's really, please. And I told you I felt bad about it. Don't do this.
Is
Don't
this
do
an
that.
apology?
Don't do that. Don't do that, because I am not one of them. Huh?
Is this an apology?
It was the leg cross
No, because
and
listen,
the sip,
The tea.
the sip.
listen. Ooh, Ariana, you're so irritating. Anyways, so do I tell y'all the story? Should I tell y'all the
I
story?
mean, do as you please.
Okay, basically, it was back in sophomore year, and I was asking one of my friends to put me on. I hate that phrase, but I used it quite frequently. And he said he knew somebody. I'm like, okay, cool. So we started texting. There were so many red flags about this man. I'm not going to disclose it. So many red flags about this man. But you know what? I said, okay, I'm just going to try something new. You know, maybe something will shake. Maybe it'll be okay. It was not okay. So I had stopped talking to him, and I feel like I did this. I feel like I did him so dirty, and I feel so bad about it. I ghosted him, not once, not twice, probably 3 times. Came back all 3 times. Last time I ghosted him, he still texted me. Now look, I've expressed to him that I did not want to talk to him no more. That's why I don't feel as bad, because it's just like, okay, at this point, love yourself. Because why are you still texting after I expressed to you before. At this point, any other time I talk to you again, I'm just bored. So I just feel like at one point, okay, being led on is horrible. I've been led on before, and I hated it. But if you continue to come back, even after the person that showed that the first time you show me that you're uninterested, I'm blocking you. Sorry. That's embarrassing. I do not want to look at your story. I do not want to look at your Instagram post. I do not want to see your Twitter post. I don't want to see anything from you. That is embarrassing. The first time you show any type of like, I'm not interested anymore, or I'm not interested, stop talking to me. Thank you.
I feel like that though. Go ahead. Who was finna talk?
You.
I thought somebody else was talking. I'm like, let me quiet. But I feel like with that, it's, first of all, you're horrible. Second of all, I feel like it's very don't do
Come
that.
on, at what point you gotta understand, like, you gotta love yourself.
Okay, and I get that, but at the same time, the same way we was talking about how people giving them the bare minimum earlier, you could have been his bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, how you know what you was?
I never had, listen, thing is, ain't never been in a relationship prior to this. Shit, probably not now. No. Ain't never been in a relationship. Okay, cool. This man has been in relationships before. I could not be the bare minimum.
That doesn't mean anything. People be putting themselves in relationships where they don't get nothing just to be there, just to say
But
that
the
they
thing is, I think the person before me probably could have been his bare minimum because we had one of the red flags was, I said I wasn't gonna go into detail, but since I have to clear my name, one of the red flags was that he would still like talk to his ex, like he would still take his ex back if the ex said that they wanted them back. So I don't think it's necessarily
it's this Kyla.
I don't think that is necessarily me, but it's just like, come on, like it is my fault. I do take accountability for it, but at one point, why are you still texting me? Please leave me alone. Especially if I'm not texting back. At this point, I'm just about to block you for you.
I was definitely not going to just be like Ariana and say you're horrible. However,
You know you're horrible.
I was gonna say you did him a little dirty. However, at a certain point, you are right, baby. Love yourself, because it really nails that point in when you bring up the fact that he says he would take back his ex. Now, I'm not sure what his ex did to him or what he did to his ex, whatever, why that didn't work. However, I feel like exes are called exes for a reason. Leave them in the past. Clearly, it didn't work.
And why are you telling
Love
me
yourself. Right, and why tell your new thing that you're talking to now? Why say that to them? At this point, you're hurting yourself. That sounds like you need to work on yourself before you start trying to pursue other relationships.
But I'm wrong if I text you, love yourself with a red heart. Okay.
That was out of malice.
I definitely had a situation recently that was the same way. We had ended things, but they were still continuing to text me after I had already explicitly said I do not want to talk to you anymore. And they kept texting me. So when I had to be all harsh and mean to be like, delete my number, I come off as the bad guy. When in reality, it's like, I already told you my intentions, so leave me alone, you know? So I agree with what Kamari said, but yeah, just.
It is really
I am bogus for the amount of times I did what I did. I take accountability for that. But still, like I said before, I'm not gonna say it again because at this point I'm just repeating myself, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. If you don't get it by now, love yourself. If the person if you're listening to this right now, if you watched this far, love yourself. Okay. If the person that you want or somebody that you were talking to or were involved with romantically, if they express that they are uninterested in you, love yourself. Don't text them no more.
Love yourself.
Keep their number. Block them. Do what you need to do because you have to love yourself. There are other fish in the sea.
One thing about Ariana is they're going to go back every time you come calling. You said, hey, I miss you. I'm on my way. I'm finna get my bike out the garage. I don't care that it's 12 o'clock at night and I have a sports bra on and some shorts. Here I come.
You said
you don't have a cup of sugar? Okay, let me get the sugar out of my mother's cabinet that I didn't pay for and I'm finna bring it to you. You said you need $200 and I only got $199. I'm finna ask Kyla to cash up you $1 too.
You're only gonna have.
But this is somebody that could. What?
All I'm saying
He's only gonna have $6.
Are you just talking? I feel like she just want to talk, bro.
No, I'm serious. Y'all are saying, listen, y'all are telling me to love myself, and I'm saying that if the right person tell me to come back, I'm gonna come.
It's not the
but
right
love,
person.
It's not the right person for you. You have
That's a soul tie.
This is starting to feel like Stockholm syndrome type situations because I feel like, in a sense, you kind of have Stockholm syndrome. This person
I don't know what that is, so my
dirt.
feelings can't be hurt.
I'm gonna
explain it to you. Don't worry.
Is this why I leave or what?
It's me looking
leave.
Stockholm
Okay.
syndrome is basically when you feel as though you can just you just cannot get away from this person no matter how dirty they do you.
A
Ariana.
soul tie.
Okay. Basically, I think this is the perfect time to move toward our next segment, which is basically what are 3 or 4 songs that
5.
3 to
Actually,
5
I'm just gonna give
songs.
y'all as many as I want
Listen.
because
A
I
number.
don't know.
Okay.
Listen, give me some songs that describe your love life right now and explain why. Kyla, you can go first.
Well, mine don't describe a love life because I don't have one. So I base mine off of my love language instead, which is look at that. Here's the box. Here's me.
Sick.
Anyways, Kamari's jealous because I outthought him once again for this whole process and eat that up. Anyways, so the first one on my list is Needy. Yes, Miss Needy from Thank You Next, Ariana Grande's last album. It was very in position for We Ain't Gonna Talk.
God
Yeah,
bless
Miss.
you. Ooh. Sorry, I couldn't let that fly. No, cut it.
Miss Grande basically said for like 3 minutes. I don't know how long the song is, but she just basically was talking about how she is needy, and I feel like that went along with me and my quality time because the girl is a yeah, y'all know.
I can look for you. Yes, about 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
I done heard the song enough times. Thanks, love.
Okay, I'm trying to help you out.
Not when you return the snappiness
Thank
that
you.
Kamari gives everybody all day. He gives
He's been
it.
talking.
I was just trying to help for once.
My second one is probably Bill by Justine Scott. I don't know if y'all ever heard that song, but it's a gem. One of those hidden ones that I had to find. It's a gem. And it's basically about how she's talking about if she could build somebody, she would, but she can't. Yeah. And then I don't think any of the rest of these really go. So I'm gonna move on.
Okay, I can talk about my songs. I have a lot. I'm not gonna say all of them. The first song that I have on here is "Love on the Brain" by Miss Robin Brianna Fenty.
That my woman.
Now I chose this song because I got a little bit of love on the brain. However, not really. In a way, kind of a little bit of love on the brain, but it's not on the other person's brain. You know, she said, "I'm fist fighting with fire just to get close to you." Yeah. Next one I have, "Break Up with Your Girlfriend. I'm Bored." Miss Ariana Grande. That should help you
What album
understand
is it
what I
from?
meant. Yep. Next one I have is "You Send Me" by Sam Cooke. Yes, we're going to the 60s with this one because he says, "At first I thought it was infatuation, but it's lasted for so long." I relate to that. I felt that. Then I have a song that I want to relate to, but I can't relate to. I'm gonna put it out there anyway. "Slow Down" by Skip Marley and Her. I would love to relate. I want somebody to talk to me and to love me and feel on me in the way that they speak about in this song.
Period. And you deserve it.
Going to Zop to Wasila.
Okay. My first song is "Mad at Disney" by Salim Elise. I really hope I said that right. Because my view of love and relationships are all like embodied by the things that I see on TV, things that I see in movies, and that's partially Disney's fault because I want that Trent Gabriella love that that the stuff the stuff you
Give me
see
Chad
on
and Ryan.
the
Sorry.
stuff that you see the stuff you see on high Musical. And all of the Disney movies, you know, I want that type of love that's like, it's just pure unconditional love that's just like no problem. And my
They
next
had
song,
problems.
One
No,
yeah,
thing
they
is, one
didn't.
thing about Miss Gabriella, she was gonna cause a problem.
She
right,
didn't
you
do
right.
anything.
Yeah, he was just cute. Everybody liked him.
Yeah,
So
he
they
was
had
definitely it wasn't even everybody. It was just Sharpay. But the only thing is, Sharpay was giving them. I'm sorry, Wasila, we didn't cut you off.
Regardless, my next song is Heather by Conan Gray. This kind of goes back to my other point about not necessarily being the beauty standard. I definitely don't be having guys or boys hitting up my line like, oh, I like you, all that stuff. So I think it definitely goes into like, I'm not Heather. I'm not the person that everybody be, you know, thirsting over. And a part of me really wants that, you know? And
but
I
you're
just don't get it.
Wasila. You don't want to be the person that everybody wants.
Yeah, I want to
You're
be.
right. You're right. You're right. I want to be me. But next song is You Got a Friend in Me. This one is really this one is really sad. Yes, my song is You Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman from Toy Story.
Randy.
Gee.
It's Jada Face.
My next song is You Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman from Toy Story because I've been friend zoned numerous times. I've actually been friend zoned this year. Not gonna get into that. Yeah, I just feel like I've always been okay. So the thing that I do usually is the people that I usually have questions on, I just be their friend. Like I become their friend. I become their closest friend or whatever, just because I'm too scared to shoot my shot. So I'd rather still be close to you just without being with you because you don't want me, you know? So I get friend zone. And, you know, I've learned to be content with that. Yeah. My last song is Boys Ain't SHIT because they're not. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna drop it to Kamari.
Oh. So this is just a mixture of songs, and it's okay. We're just gonna start. My first song is "Some" by Steve Lacy because, baby, I want some of your love, your love. Okay. Anyways, I'm low-key kind of crushing, but not really. I feel like crushing is so immature. I'm infatuated with somebody, and I want some of their love. And will I tell them that? No. No. But here we are. My second song is Ghost Town by Adam Lambert. If you know this song, you really are a real one. It's like kind of old. But when he said, my heart is a ghost town, I felt that. Because if I'm being honest, like, yes, I do get infatuated with some people. Yes, I do get interested in some people. But then at sometimes I just feel emotionally numb and I just feel like I really could not like for real like any of y'all. Like, am I being serious right now? Like who? I must have been on my period or something. Even though I don't have those. My next song is Cure by Moonchild. If you're not familiar with that song, I think the chorus starts of, I can show you that love is the cure for heartache. And the person I'm infatuated with, I can show you that love is the cure for heartache. Like, you ain't gotta hurt no more. You don't have to post about how you're single. You don't have to post no more put me on. You don't have to post any of that no more. I'm here. I can show you that love is the cure for heartache. Anyways, the next one is Dear No One. And I just feel like I'm not about to tell you what this song is. You really need to listen to it by yourself and cry by yourself. I don't need you to be crying while you're listening to this podcast because that's... Yes, I'm going to leave that one alone. And my last one, it wouldn't be me if it wasn't Nikki. The Boys by Nicki Minaj and Cassie. And I just feel like it's kind of like, who said boys ain't was that you, Wasila? Yes. Because they're not. They're not. Boys are disgusting and they do effed up stuff, but then want you to stick around. It's disgusting. It's manipulative. And I'm done. I'm passing this to Ariana.
All right, so I have 7 songs. Things be hurting, and these songs really just saying it. Okay, so my first song is called "Sink into the Floor" by, I don't know how to say their name, but it's like Fin Suave. And basically it's just like, hold on, let me pull up the lines. I got all my lyrics pulled up so I can give y'all lines from each one. And he said, "And oh love, I'm mostly numb. I'm lonely cause you know you were my only one." Did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear him? Did y'all hear them? Could that... Please be quiet. Okay, I'm so sorry. So yeah, I felt that song. It'd be like, it's a perfect day to sink into the floor and die. And it's extreme. I be feeling it, cause I be in the shower, like I light my candles, turn out the light, and turn that steam up. It hit different. Okay, and then my second song is Do Re Mi by Black Bear. And he is just talking about like, Do Re Mi Fa, so freaking done with you, girl. Period. And I mean, all of my songs contradict. As bad as I want to be done, like, I can't, I'm not, I don't know. There's something wrong with me. Simple. Next song, it's called Heaven on Earth by Yo Gotti. I can't really go into detail with them lyrics, but just know, it ain't all sad around here. You gotta listen to that one on your own. My second not sad song, I'm gonna have to give it to y'all. I just had Is My Mama Will Be Proud of Me. But I Get Around by Tupac. You can't tie me down, baby doll. Check it out. I get around. And do, but not really, because I'm sad. Okay, next song. I Miss You by Beyonce. I think that say enough in itself. Next song. Needed by Brent Fayez. Oh, they get so happy for me. You always knew what
G-Bye,
I
it's not
would
gonna make
be.
it. Please, just no.
Where was the love
When you were near.
Bro, we not making it out the hood.
We gonna at least make it to the suburbs, Kamari. Don't do that.
That was so rude.
We making it to Springfield.
At this point, you
Not even Evanston.
right, like, okay, love. I'm not taking you out the hood with me. You stay where you at. You get yourself out. My next song is Through It Love by Destiny's Child. That should say enough in itself. I'm through with it. I'm through with it, love. I'm through with it. Simple. Yeah. Okay. And my next song, I guess this is my last song, is If Only You Knew, by Patti LaBelle. She said, well, I'm not even gonna sing it, but hey, folks, she snapped on that song. Because really, if only you knew, like, in real life, like, I gotta cry after this. Hookah's pain. But when we drop this, we gon' make a little playlist or something so y'all can listen to these songs, because these are bops. Now Kyla got something to say.
So I realized that I have some honorable mentions.
Okay. It was Jada sent me as well.
So well, a couple of these ain't made the list, and we're not gonna correlate these to anything. I just want them to be a part of the playlist. Like, they don't really have anything to do with anything. But we have Fun Girl by Miss Summer Walker. Okay.
Period.
We have I Get Lonely by Janet Jackson and Normal Girl by SZA. And I don't know if y'all ever heard this one, but Dream Girl by Anna of the North. I found it on a commercial and never went back. So yeah.
You know what I'm surprised at? I'm surprised Ariana did not have Soul Ties on her list.
I'm surprised she didn't
Ooh.
either.
Okay. Can I speak on that right quick? So Soul Ties is definitely one of the songs that I'm feeling the most. But I sing that song every night. Every time something happened, here I go. So here's the red lights and all. I could at the end, if y'all want, I could give y'all I could sing that for y'all.
No, she can't.
I can, but that song should be added to the playlist as well because, like,
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
I got a couple honorable mentions. Clumsy by Fergie. There's this one person I guess, infatuated with. And Clumsy, but I'm falling on my face. That's different. We're not falling into anybody. I'm falling on my face. Next honorable mention, I Want You Here With Me, the OJs. That should say enough within itself. And I have two more songs that I want to relate to. However, I don't necessarily relate to. I feel like they should be on the playlist anyway. We got Superpower by Beyonce featuring Frank Ocean.
I thought the world would revolve.
I thought the world
without
would
us,
without us.
But nothing I know.
And
Period.
I also have that Just the Two of Us, Grover Washington featuring Bill Withers, because I have an old soul.
They definitely took the girls back.
Okay, Indy.
Just the two of us.
Period.
I just wanted to. I feel kind of guilty not adding these two songs, but I think Kyla or somebody had mentioned it earlier. But "See You Again" by Tyler the Creator.
First of all, don't say Kyla or somebody. You know it was me.
Okay.
Oh, I did not exactly remember. Anyways, okay. Yes, I will give Kyla her credit for mentioning it earlier.
And did, but and do, okay?
As I sat here, it kind of resonated with me. In my last one, it's the last one y'all gonna hear from me. Bad Religion.
You're sick.
It's Bad Religion by Frank Ocean.
Bad Religion.
No,
hey, can I think
I just feel like I'm not gonna give y'all insight on my life, but
if y'all ain't never heard the song, I'm gonna give you a little.
Go ahead.
Allahu Akbar. So
I told him don't curse.
Said, boy, you need prayer. Because the nigga need prayer.
But it brings me to my knees.
It's a what? It's a what?
Bad religion.
I just feel like here's some advice. If at least for me, I think I needed this advice. If it's something that happened in the past and it's over and it still makes you vulnerable, if it brings you to your knees, it is a bad religion. Leave it alone.
All religions is bad religion, so I'm still gonna get on my knees.
I said, Allahu Akbar. I told him don't curse me.
Okay, wait, can I have some honorable mentions too?
No, you have 7 songs.
No. But listen, this song. Listen. But
we
just
add it on the playlist. We don't have to talk
Dear
about
April. Dear April.
Okay, but
no.